Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me tonight. Put the popcorns in the chat. Put the popcorns in the chat. This is another episode of News You Could Use. Now, tonight, I'm going to be discussing some topics, and the topics that I want to discuss tonight, some news that maybe you could use, or news that you probably can't. But you know what? I'm here. I'm here just to engage, to converse with you guys, and maybe you can take this little bit of information with you and do as you please. I don't know. But all right. So without further ado, um, yes, put the popcorns in the chat so you can hear me. All right, that's good. All right, so this episode of News You Can Use, we're going to talk about a few things. We're going to talk about a rise of lonely men. Okay, we're going to talk about Haley Bailey breaking all kinds of records. Okay, she's breaking. When I'm saying breaking records, I mean like viewing more people. We're going to talk about that, about her being a little mermaid and whatever like that. We're going to talk about should entertainers and in IG or any type of social media influencers, should they be sharing their location in real time? Okay, we're going to be talking about that. So, and if we can get to another few things, let me see what else on what else. Uh, oh, and last but not least, we're going to start off. We're going to be talking about the Woman King. So I'm going to bring my trusty co-correspondent. All right, up here, and we're going to have Levon's Library. So I'm about to put you on the screen, put you up here, sir. Come on. Hello. Yes. All right. Are you coming on screen or are you doing avatar mode?
Oh, just making sure
Oh,
everybody
okay.
can hear
Yes,
me.
I definitely can hear you now.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Perfect. Okay. Let me come on now.
Yes. Come on.
Hold on. Give me a second. Ooh, hi.
Hey. That's good. I'm glad that you are here on this live of News You Can Use. So, all right. So those who are here, make sure you put the like and subscribe button, comment in the chat as we are here. Hello, Lauren. How are you? Happy Tuesday night. It's Tuesday night News You Can Use night. Yes, indeed. All right. So News You Can Use it's usually be an hour, whatever like that. But you know what? I feel like we can talk sufficiently for about 30 minutes. I think it'll be great. Okay. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and start the first thing. All right. So how many of y'all love Viola Davis? Because I do. I mean, the good sis is the good sis. And hello, Lauren. Yes. So she's the good sis. Hello, Candace. So I think Levon is definitely froze. So
Am I? I'm fixing my
yes,
pillow.
you are froze. That's why I dropped you. Maybe you come back on and come back in and see if you unfreeze with that one. Okay. All right. Hello. Yes, Levante is frozen. Hey, Chantel. Yes. Chantel, yes, he is frozen. So drop back down and come back up. And of course, I will drop the link if anybody want to talk about just put their little input in there, 60 seconds or less. All right. So anybody here, I love Viola. Let's go ahead and slide right into it. I love Viola Davis. That is the good sis for me. That is the good sis for me. And I am excited for her and doing the Woman King. Anybody in the chat, or how about you, Levon? Are you excited about the Woman King?
Absolutely. Viola Davis is definitely one of my favorite actresses. She bodies every single role that she does, like every single one, from the Suicide Squad to all of her beginning roles. She literally does the role justice. Every thing that she does has been amazing. I mean, I can't say that I'm going to see it in theaters because I'm still injured. As you know, I haven't gotten out of my cast yet. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
probably going to, see it illegally. But I did get good news. So I will be out of my cast soon in a month or two. I will finally be free. Da, 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 free. So, so I'll be free soon. And then maybe I'll see it in theaters if it's still out there. But
Okay, good.
yeah,
All right. So just so if y'all
I'm
don't know, the
excited
Woman
for it.
King. Okay, so if those that don't know is not familiar, that the Woman King is inspired by
Mm,
some. Well, actually, the Dora Minaj is actually inspired by the Woman King because it was a and it was a woman. It was a tribe, and they were they were warriors, and they fought for their king, but they fought against colonialism. So this was during the slave trade, and I'm so excited to see how this is all going to play out.
right.
So, all right, we're gonna bring up our other correspondent out here that was out in the street, but they are off of assignment. Now,
Uh-oh.
go ahead and ready to report. You are ready to report now, sir. How do you?
Hey,
Hey, hello, Red Label.
Hey Q, what it do?
Hello, Vicky Black.
I'm
Thank
having an
you.
audio issue. 1 second.
We can hear you well.
Yeah.
You sounds great. Well, hello, Vicky Black. So yeah, so it is definitely it's definitely based on a real tribe. And they
Mm,
were against colonialism. They were like, ain't no slave trading over here. We are going to fight for our heritage and everything like that. And come to find out, like we said, like I mentioned before, that it is based on that's what the Dora Minaj art was inspired by for there. So I'm here for it. I'm here for the Woman King.
absolutely.
Um, Viola Davis, how she, like how she really like did the damn thing with her workout, got her body in tip top shape.
Right.
Here for it.
Here for it. And they out here, you know what I mean, kicking asses for the British Empire and everything. Bam, bam, bam. You know what I'm saying? So I'm here for that.
It's a pretty terrifying thing when you
Exactly.
think about women warriors because women always had a very high tolerance for pain more than men. So when you think about women warriors, you kind of don't want to go to battle with someone who can have a higher tolerance for pain than you.
Mm-hmm. Oh
Not me,
yeah,
at
we
least.
do. Well,
You
hello,
hit me
Jack the Voice.
somewhere, I'm
Thank you
done.
for hello, Jack the Voice. Thank you for joining us tonight. Tonight, we right now on News You Can Use. We're just going to just talk about the Woman King right now, and it's dropped this weekend. And who's going to go see it? I think we really should support the good sis. It's a great story. It's all cast. Okay, so one of our okay, so we're asking where's Kate? She is on assignment. Okay, so her assignment, she is on assignment this week of News You
Be
Can
out in
Use,
the field.
but
She gonna report live from the field.
she is on the field, right? But she can't because she's doing something, that probably, some top tier shit that she can't be
Important work. Very important work.
very important work that she can't be in. So
Absolutely.
that's why, yeah. So she won't be here, but she most likely she'll probably be with us next week. Mm-hmm. So thank you guys. So all right. So your thoughts about anything before we move on forward? I'm gonna go ahead and try to find a picture of Viola Davis.
Will I be seeing Woman King in theater when it hits? What is it, tomorrow?
The 15th.
I will not. I might catch it on a matinee on a Sunday or something, but I
There
am
you go.
tied up
There
for the
you
next
go.
couple of days. The movie looks interesting, especially with the depiction and telling a story that is based on true events and whatnot. But I hope they would get into the story of how they were also selling off their own people as slaves before the
Yeah,
white
yeah.
man
That's
came.
yeah.
Yeah, so it would be interesting to see if they're gonna give some of that and the storyline.
I'm here for it. I mean, like if you're going to tell a story in a beautiful story like this, I would I'm here for you to. even get to this, the not so sexy part of it too. Like, come on now. Even if you touch a little bit of it, because it's only a movie, we only want to see a few, I know that you have to make it entertaining as well as and everything like that. But I would like for them to just to touch a little bit on it if they can. Um
I'm
about
sure
it.
that
But look
part
at this,
was
this
very
right here.
painful. Mm.
She
All
looks
right
great.
now,
Her skin is popping on that brown.
ain't it always?
It's always been popping. Come on,
Oh,
Annalise. Come
I'm
on,
sure that
Annalise
part
Keating.
was very
okay,
painful.
come on, Annalise. Okay.
I'm sure selling off your own kind was very painful, and I would like to see that part. Whether it was painful or you did it in a rage because you were at a war with somebody or you were angry at them. Yeah, I would like to hear about that as well. Whether you did it in sadness or whether you did it in anger, that is something that I would like to hear about. So yeah, I say put it out there.
I say put it out there as well. Definitely.
Now, I
I'm
also
still
have,
signing every
hey,
I
man.
am Viola for what she did to Michelle.
Yes,
She
that whole
had to
lip thing
pursue
she
her.
did to Michelle. I'm sorry. Was Kerry Washington not available to be Michelle?
Listen, she could, but she didn't. I mean, like, she really, really, really was like, I'm gonna go ahead and do everything. She reminded me of,
I can see that.
remember the movie Tropic Thunder, and he did Simple Jack, and he told him you can't go full, mentally. You have to pull it back a little bit. That's why he didn't get that Oscar. I really think that she took it so serious to heart
I
and
thought
tried
it
to
was
be
a
so
satire.
authentic that something she just could have just, yeah, she could have just kept that to herself. I'm sorry.
It was kind of cute though. I was like, you tried it a little bit.
Yes, yes,
She
yes,
kind of
yes.
tried it a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I mean,
A little bit. Teeny.
she was. She was wrong. She was wrong, but I'm gonna stick beside her.
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna stick beside her though. I'm gonna stick beside her. But she was wrong. I
So you a
agree.
true
Thank
ride
you
or
making
die
make
because I
sense
could
with
not
your
stick
input on that. Yes.
beside that shit.
She was method acting, y'all. She was method acting.
Listen, that was
Okay.
she definitely was she was character acting. Like I said, she was really character
She
acting.
bodied it. She had to get all into it. You know what I mean? She was all
Yeah.
into it. And if that means she had to get into the lip and all of that, that means
We
she had to
appreciate your
feel.
enthusiasm, but it was a no for me.
It was a no, but
I mean, you
I
have the
support you.
first.
Like I said, I'm gonna stick beside her, but she was wrong. She was
She
like
had
she was.
to play the first black first lady, and that's what she chose to do with
So
that damn.
I think she should have did it and then looked at it and then was like, no.
But is that her fault or the director?
No, it's not her fault. I think it was the director's fault because they should have been able to say they should have been he should have been able they should have been able to say, hey, you know what? Let's take this back a little bit.
Yeah, like
yeah.
Unless that director
She wasn't directed
let
correctly.
let me allow her to make a clown and a mockery of herself.
I was gonna say, don't use clown and Viola in the same word, okay, in the same sense now.
Well, that was very clownish.
That was a little bit of a mockery, yes.
Let's offend Auntie. That's the director's fault. He should have been like, listen, bring it back.
Right, exactly.
Top of the lips. It's going a little bit too far. I know you in character a little too much, but let's.
I hate to say and comparing her to a clear actress, but I'm like, you're like the black Meryl Streep, and this Meryl wouldn't be doing that.
You don't think so? I think
No.
she would.
Well, I mean, if she did, I mean, I don't care. I'm gonna stick by the good.
Yeah, we know you were right
in a higher regard. I'm gonna give her in a higher regard.
Me too.
Oh my gosh,
I agree.
a mess. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and move on. We're gonna go to the next segment here. It's a little bit somber for me. It was a very hard day for me yesterday. PNB Rock was gunned down in Los Angeles yesterday while at having breakfast or brunch at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. And if those that don't know who rapper PNB Rock is, You can, like Google him, but he has some major hits though. He has some, but I'm gonna bring up his picture just so you can have a look at him. He has some major hits, especially the one, of course, with Meek, and he's from Philly. And I remember his early years, and because being as though that I do have children that's a little bit younger than me, I'm not that much aged out, so I didn't age out. But he did the song with Meek Mill and Jeremiah. Was it Meek Mill and Jeremiah? Yes. And it was a banger. And if y'all don't know the song, I'll bring it up though. But right now, I'm gonna go ahead and bring up his picture so you can see who he is as he rests in peace. So this is what's apparently what had happened. His girlfriend, they were out on a date like they usually do, and his girlfriend had posted that they were, posted her food and tagged the location. They was at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles, and they said it wasn't even an hour later after she posted that information. It wasn't even an hour later after she posted that information that they actually came in there and a robbery attempt for him. Oh my gosh, this is so sad. This is so sad.
So, question. When they have date night, does she always post their location?
They post a lot. She posts a lot.
But does she put the location?
Sometimes. Why am I having feedback? I'm having feedback. Okay. I don't follow her as much. I don't follow them as much, but I know that there was another incident where, here we go. No more diving. Okay, so now, just so y'all know, we're going to bring up our other correspondent, even though she was out in the field doing something very, very significant that she can't bring up today. But we are going to bring her. Here we go.
Yes.
Hey!
Out in the field.
And we're back.
Hey, y'all. Good to see
Hey.
Hey, everybody.
All right. So you said that she be out and does she post a lot? I mean, sometimes that she posts that they.
I mean, if you are a public figure or a celebrity, if you will, the rule is when you are out, I mean, you snap your pictures and you don't post them right then. You wait until a week or so after, and then you photobomb everybody of what you were doing, and be on to some next stuff. Not the same day.
Right. So this is PM Raheem Allen. This is so sad.
So was this a random or just like a beef, like an ongoing beef?
No, this was definitely random.
Okay.
So this was definitely random. Let me put this down right here. This was definitely random. And my thing is that what I don't like, and I'm gonna be very specific, what I don't like that people were blaming his girlfriend because she posted where they were. That's the wrong shift. The shift is those motherfuckers that felt like that, that they wanted to go in there and have no regard of human life and wanted to gun him. Hey, dear Yvette, it was their fault. They were such crabs in a fucking barrel, so deplorable that they wanted to, rob him of a few change. But now he don't have a life. Now his children is not here.
Horrible.
It's horrible. But I remember he did say, and he did an interview before, and he said that one thing about, like in Philly, guys are sneaky, they sneak up on you, blah, blah, blah. But here he said they out in the open with it in LA. And it was a time where he almost thought that he was about to get robbed before. So my thing is that,
has he not seen Boys in the Hood or Menace to Society, how they roll in LA back then? They all out in the open.
Yeah, yeah. But he's an artist, and the way they move here in Philly is definitely different from how they move over in LA.
Mm-hmm.
And he is a star. Like he is a platinum, he is a platinum selling artist. And that was to pose my question to me. Like he just having, just out on a date eating chicken and waffles with his lady, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and the same thing would have happened, with Nipsey in his community, get done
Mhm.
down in his community. Like this is some senseless bullshit.
Yeah.
I really hope that um the community will wake up and take that same energy and smoke to the opposing uh, communities who think they are the majority and they always have something to say. And if we rally together,
Least, you know what? You is so right, and I agree with you on that one. Hello, Queen Mermaid. But thing about it is a shame our artists or not, you can't wear what you were hard for, and that is so true. And we know that. But see, just like the Honorable Minister Farrakhan did mention, at least we knew who the enemy was.
mm-hmm,
Now the
Yeah.
enemy is our own people.
mm-hmm.
Right.
Our enemy is on our own people. Like you mean to tell me you robbing the very man? I bet you they listen to his music.
Yeah.
The very artist that entertains you. He's somebody's father, somebody's son, somebody's, some cousin, a loved one. And so are
Mm.
you. But they just have such disregard for somebody's life. Is really, really sad. So I'm gonna just go ahead and bring up one of his songs um that you probably know from. Let me see. I'm gonna wait to the ad run.
Hey,
Hmm.
Queen Mermaid.
Hey, the
Hello to
candy
everyone in
shop.
the chat. When you come in here, make sure that
Hey,
you like
Ronnie.
and subscribe.
I see
Okay.
the chat moving. Hey,
All that
Hey.
good
you
YouTube
got
stuff.
up.
All right. So let me go ahead and share. And I'm only gonna play a skippy because, you know,
Yeah.
You don't get in trouble.
yeah, right. We don't want to get in trouble. We don't want no problems.
Right, right, right. We don't want no problems, YouTube.
It's dangerous. Grateful I had all the patience. I
Oh,
know
I heard
you're
this
going through
song.
some changes.
Oh
You
yeah.
taking pictures, know your angles. Ooh, no, I ain't perfect, but we damn close. Ooh, you give me something I can pay for. No angel, but you got a halo. When it's nights like this, I don't really wanna be right here. I don't really wanna take you there. When it's nights like this, I don't really wanna be
Wow.
right here. I don't really
90
wanna
minute,
take you
90
there.
million views and listens, and I've never heard this song.
It was nights like this, feeling right like this. I never
Yeah.
really felt
So
my
this
heart
was
like
a this
this.
was a hit. This song actually
Second
went
time in the crib, knowing I might not hit. You said what I look
this
like my
this
bitch. Yeah.
that song
Looking in your
actually went
eyes, you understand your
platinum.
breath. Pussy wet, I call it
Mm-hmm.
angel dust.
That
I
was
know
one of
that
the
song.
songs that it was that Meek had put out right before when he first came home from jail, whatever like that. Oh yes, it was called Dangerous. Yes, and he had his own hits or whatever like that. But I had to put Meek in it because I love Meek. But when
Yes.
I saw that, I was like, oh my gosh, he just just it's just rest in peace to Raheem Allen. I know the community here in Philly is hurting. I know his family is hurting. His diehard fans, is hurting. And you know what? I really, really hope that he get justice. I really hope that justice gets served. I don't hope it doesn't come unsolved.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And and kind of before I go, or before I ask you guys for your input on it, what made me bring it up, even though I'm like, this is news you could use. This, I lost a cousin in 2020 to gun violence where he just was an innocent bystander here in Philly.
Yeah.
So I know, you know, it just hit home for me. It just hit. It was just like, ugh, it's just so sad. It's just so sad.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anybody last thoughts on this segment right here about PNB Rock? Oh, before we go, the question is going to pose to, and I'm gonna go ahead and ask Levon, and I'm going to highlight you, Levon. Should do you think entertainers and influencers should post their location? Because you know this happened to Pop Smoke too. He posted his location and he got robbed in
Right.
one of the housewives' rental
Your
apartments.
location and
Yeah, I think it was like the Rit House or Doree House, one of them housewives of Beverly Hills. He was renting and got killed
Yeah.
in it. Yeah. So what do you think, Levon? Do you think that they should be able to share their location, or what methods should they be taking when they be posting and things like that?
Ooh. No, I learned at a very young age to not post my own location. When Twitter came out, I once posted at a Starbucks, "Hey guys, I'm getting whatever I was getting at a Starbucks," and some guy that I was trying to avoid, some guy that I was talking to, showed up at the Starbucks, and I was horrified. So I don't believe in posting my location, where I'm at, what I'm getting, at all. Even at these dating apps, they kind of creep me out. Where they say I'm so and so feet away. I don't believe in that at all. I think it's a very easy way to get robbed. I think it's kind of creepy to let people know
I
where
agree.
you are, where your house is, all that kind of stuff. I don't think it's people's business. So when you are posting, I think it's weird to let people know where you are, and it's not safe. So just be careful nowadays. No one should know where you are at a certain point. So
I agree.
it's not safe. Period.
All right, Red Label, your input.
Hell to the no.
I love when you say that.
You all know where I am when I want you all to know. When I don't want you to know, I am radio silent, and I will
Amen.
post a picture days later. As we all know from a recent event, I had to cancel because people were sending my location from a post I made on my community tab, and that was just creepy. These YouTube people are creepy. And so I have learned my lesson to shut the hell up, and I'll let you all know days later.
Period.
Point blank on Don Perignon.
Okay. There we go.
Oh, the candy shop is in the building.
The
Hey.
Candace in the building.
Hi.
So all right, I'm gonna go ahead on and ask Kat, what do you think should they be sharing their locations? What are your thoughts on what methods should they be taking?
Well, yeah, I pretty much agree with what everyone else said. It's pretty sad that that is even a concern, sharing where you are. But I think when you reach a certain level of notoriety, it becomes a huge safety concern. So even though people should be able to, for safety reasons, I think it's best that you don't.
I agree. And what about you, Candace?
Not the spotlight.
You know how
No, I honestly don't know. Like, I don't know this story. I know his music, but I didn't know that he had people coming after him. And if you've seen, they posted a clip where he said he's almost been robbed before in LA. And so with that being said,
Girlfriend is guilty.
Yeah, I don't feel like she should have posted it, but I don't know. I don't know the context of the relationship. I would hope she would not have set him up, but it just seems
I believe they are in a loving relationship though. Yeah. But the same thing, like, thank you, dear, thank you, dear Yvette, yes, for your condolences to us. I do believe they are in a loving relationship. I do think it was typical let me take pictures, boom boom boom, look what he's doing for me. They don't have like a relationship like Blueface and them.
Let me ask this, are his kids by her? Because he had people,
I believe one by her and another one by someone here.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's just really sad, and I just that's what I said. I feel like it was a little bit irresponsible, unless we know for a fact that she set him up. It's very irresponsible to automatically say she shouldn't have did this. They were on a date. Well, unfortunately, she shouldn't have done it, but it's not her fault. They were saying like it was her fault if she wanted it. It's her fault that he was gunned down because of that. And I just think that's irresponsible just to put, unless you have tangible facts that that's what she was planning on doing for him, then I don't think so. Because there are times when we put things on social media in real time and don't think nothing of it, especially Roscoe Chicken and Waffles though.
I'll agree because what we think is innocent, I never knew how crazy people were and how they want to find you. So
exactly. And in her defense, she's not the celebrity. So maybe she's not thinking, like people are this crazy, this is not really her lifestyle. She's
right.
Like not to be disrespectful, but she's the added on. She's not really living that lifestyle. So she's just kind of like the guest star almost. She doesn't really experience all the experiences that he had. She doesn't know all the craziness of that. So she's just thinking, oh, I'm on a date. I'm just going to post this. In her defense, I don't really know. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Based on what we know. We know.
Exactly. I'm giving side eye to the whole thing because if she already knew that he's had threats before, right?
Yeah.
Why are you going to post on IG at a Waffle House when you know he already had some heat on him in LA already?
Yeah, they were at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles.
They had Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. Don't get me wrong, and he didn't have heat on him anyway. Anybody is a target. That's what he was trying to say. Like he said, he didn't even really have chains on that damn time. So anybody is a target. I think it was, if anything. I mean, you can style her all you want. That's your prerogative or whatever. But it's just people.
If they're snatching,
but I just think so. I just
Hotel Chateau Marmont and at the Ivy, what makes them think they're not going to snatch him up at the Waffle House?
They were not at the Waffle House.
Right, they was at
Chicken and Waffles is the Waffle House to me.
But the thing is, I live in LA and I've lived in New York before. I've seen celebrities walk down the street all the time. You know what I mean? So like you can't say that they can't just walk down the street like all the time.
I just think that at this point, I really
towards celebrities in the past 3 years. If you pay attention to the news post-COVID and post-lockdown, they have been getting snatched in broad daylight.
Like who been snatched?
I don't know. Anyway, let's move.
Google celebrity robbings in broad daylight in California. I mean, there was a whole news segment on it.
They definitely. I just think before I close out this segment of news you could use, I just really do think that influencers, people of, like you said, of notoriety, like influencers and celebrities should not post. They could do whatever they want, but I really think they should have learned actually from, Pop Smoke. It wasn't a Young Dolph or something like that, going to get cookies or something like that. Yes, probably posting a place where he's trying to, support them so they can get people coming in there, and somebody gunned him down. So with that being said, I really think they should have security. I really think that somebody, and it wasn't even his social media, it was his girlfriend's social media. So that's the thing, her posting them out on a date. And I just, it's just sad because, we just lost another one. Hey, Blobby. So it just really sad.
I'm gonna hop off.
Yep. Okay, honey. All right. Okay.
Bye, Candace.
All right. All right, but wait a minute. But if you want, all right, so listen, real quick. I'm about to talk about this real quick, though. All right. So we have the last thing. It's not the last thing, though, because next to the last thing. So Psychology Today is saying that not women, but it's a rise of lonely single men. Men needs to address their deficits to meet healthier relationship expectations. So I'm going to talk about that next on so I'm gonna share my screen, right? Because I want y'all to see it. And this was just, I've read this probably back in April, and then it was on Psychology again today. A couple weeks ago, last month, literally. So so we're just saying, like, so I think something that me and Kat talked about in Kiss and Tell earlier this year or whatever, like that, how a lot of people, like in dating now, like nobody really wants struggle love anymore. and ride or die chicks think that men can just take anything, just take whatever they want and you're supposed to take it. And probably to their defense, that's probably what they was growing up doing. But a friend of mine that is a geriatric care nurse told me it is it's more men, even though it's more women, it's more men in these old folks home lonely than there are women. And the women that are there, families come see them, children come see them. The men, don't nobody come see them.
Oh, that makes me sad.
No, because they must have been ain't shit in life, and they probably was like, I'm just saying, and I'm not saying all men, I'm just talking about these particular demographics of men, not all of them, but
yeah.
So what do you
because they put themselves on a pedestal and look for someone of a certain category or a certain status, and they don't match up or link with them, and then they are the problem.
I couldn't agree more.
They're the Kevin Samuels of men who have all these expectations of people, and then they can't match and meet.
Right. So I'm gonna read this article real quick on Psychology Today. Okay. I mean, I'm gonna just give you the remix version.
Let's do that first. I said let's do that first.
Yeah. All right. So we're just saying that data opportunity for heterosexual men are diminishing as relationship standards rise. Men represent approximately 62% of the dating app users, lowering their chances for matches. These are the key points. Men need to address skill deficits to meet healthier relationships. Expectation. Younger and middle-aged men are the loneliest they've ever been in generation, and it's probably going to get worse. It's not my typical rosy view of relationship, but a reality nonetheless. Other than the last 30 years, men have become a larger portion of the growing group of long-term single people. And while they don't actually need to be in a relationship to be happy, men typically are happier and healthier when partnered.
That is true.
Yeah. Look, I'm going to scroll down to the skill deficits. The skills deficits. For men, this means a relationship skills gap that, if not addressed, will likely lead to fewer dating opportunities and longer periods of being single. This less patient for poor communication skills today. The problem for men is that emotional connection is the lifeblood of healthy long-term love, and it requires all the skills that families still are not consistently teaching young boys. If y'all want to go, y'all can go ahead and read it on Psychology Today. Just go ahead and put up what I just said it was.
Not teaching young boys. Now, what is the racial demographic of this? Because this seems like a white issue.
No, because there's a lot of men that are Black in our community who are
paying for that nursing home bill?
Huh?
Nothing.
Hey, Shauna. Hey, Q.
Hey, Shauna. Hey, NQ.
What's up, y'all?
I would just love to see the demographic, the racial demographic of these men of this particular study.
Q.
Okay, and why are you questioning the statistic of it?
Because, like I said, this sounds like a white issue.
It don't to me.
To me, it does.
It seems
because
like
then they put themselves on the pedestal, and then they expect to be of a certain age, and then they expect to have someone much younger or someone that they can train, belittle, and whatnot, and they always end up alone. And this seemed to me to be a clear person's issue.
Okay.
I wouldn't say that.
Me either. I fundamentally disagree, but go ahead and say your thoughts about it, Levon.
See, I have a lot of straight friends that are my good friends, and I sort of find myself as sort of a, I guess, mediator between them and their girlfriends a lot of the time, because they come to me.
Are they queer friends?
No, not at all.
Are they Asian friends?
No, Black friends.
He just said Black. Lord Jesus, what you been sipping on? He said Black.
Right,
He said the colors.
Friends.
right.
He said the
Friends.
melanated friends
Yes, black
that are
friends.
straight.
Yes, and I hold them very dear to my heart, and we love each other. They have my back. I have their back, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But they come to me sometimes with their friends, with their problems with their wives sometimes. And I'm talking about somebody in particular. I'm obviously not going to say his name, but he came to me. He has kids and everything, and he was like, "Levon, I want to introduce another girl to our relationship, but I don't think my wife is going to have it." And but I'm dead serious, you know. Like, how you think it's
You're
gonna
sure he
happen?
black?
Positive, dreadlocks, Jamaican, blackity black.
Because
Okay.
ain't no way in hell some black
And-
man is not gonna be
I-
like, I want to introduce because I know I'm gonna get my ass fucking handed to me. That's what I'm just saying. Ain't no black
And-
woman, if
and
he is
she-
married to a
and-
black woman, is gonna tolerate that shit. So I
And she's
question:
black too, and she got locked too. This is a black family. They got 3 kids.
Are they vegan?
No,
Are they
oh,
vegan?
no, they're not vegan, but they don't eat pork. They black. And he was
Is
dead
that a
serious. And he was like, huh?
Hey, Evangelist Val.
He
Is
was
that a
dead
black-
serious. And he asked me about that. He was like, how do I do this? You know what I mean? Like, and I said to him, I was like, okay.
Does
So
he cherish his life?
I did ask him that. I was like, so you did? I said, listen, well, how would you feel if she asked about bringing in another man? Oh no, you know what I mean? I don't got no problem with gays. You know, I'm friends with you, but you know, we ain't doing that, you know, He got all upset. So I said to him, I was like, I said, well, hold on now. So why do you think it's okay for you to do it and then not for her? And he stopped, and then he thought, but then he couldn't answer the question.
Are
So
these
my problem
African Americans? Or are these are from?
All
All right, you know what? I'm about to mute Q because he keep asking the same question over and over. Are they black?
So the point I'm trying to make is,
Are they clear?
That's him. That's him.
Are
all
they
day.
black?
He's been asking that same question all night.
Oh
the point I'm
they
trying to
black?
make is, I had to make it clear to him, was like, dude, do you not understand? Is like, it was emotional intelligence thing. I was like, how is it fair for you and then not fair for her? I was like, this is supposed to be an equal thing. You know what I mean? Like, if she can't do it and you're getting so upset, it's the same thing. And he was like, I had to break it down to him. I was like, you see the reaction you're getting? She's gonna act the same way. And he was just like, you're right, but you know what I mean? It's different because, you know, she's not working. And I was like, you think she's not working? And then he was like, yeah, she do work. And I was like, okay. And then I had to break it down to him. And then he was like, it took a long conversation for him to be like, you know what? Yeah. But it took a long time for me to break it down to him. So when I say it was like an emotional intelligence thing, that's what it was. So he didn't get it until it was like a long ass conversation.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. It was like, when it comes to certain
he
things,
had to process but it took him a minute. He had to process what you were trying to convey, right? For him to,
and that's what I think it is. I think a lot of men just don't process it.
It takes them a little bit more time. It doesn't mean that like, they're not smart or anything like that. It just takes them when something like that, it takes them a minute to process it. But I agree with Q too about. But when Q was saying that they like the Kevin Samuels, it is. It's like, I mean, I know they make a mockery, but you know, they standards be so unrealistic too. They talk about how women be unrealistic, and there are times that yes, we are. We can be unrealistic. Yes, we do. Yeah.
And yes, Q.
But in this instance, you know, like in the sector though, that their expectation is unrealistic. Like they said, they want somebody that does they want their mama, they want a slut, they want their mama, they want a maid, you know, they want a nanny, you know what I'm saying? They want a mechanic, they want bookkeeper, they want, you know, all those things. And it was so funny because I remember how I was watching watching a live and it was just saying like, you know, I could be with these 3 women, but if I'm empty and I need for her to pour into me. So, and I'm like, if this is every day and she's pouring into you, so that means she's taking a lot of herself and pouring into you to make you whole now she's half full or half empty. How does she replenish? What, how do you,
Right.
so it's like you are depending on her to replenish you, where you don't have, or you don't know the tools how to healthy replenish yourself, or y'all do it together. And I think, and I was like,
Can I ask a
I mean,
legitimate
like,
question? I'm being for real. Have we had this conversation before?
no, probably not on my live.
I don't think so.
Oh,
Not on my live, sir.
Whew. Okay.
Why?
I'm having such a total deja vu moment yet again. I'm gonna mute myself.
Keep her alive.
Yes, I know, right? Right.
Are you all sure? Because there's a lot of
Yes.
shit on repeat.
Yes.
I think we might have talked about this like on He Said, She Said on a segment with
Oh.
Candy Shop or whatever like that.
I'm gonna have to go
But,
back and
yeah.
watch the replays because I'm having
Yeah.
a moment.
But no, I was just saying, like, but just like you said, you know, a lot, and a lot of them just was, and the lot of them, they're like, okay, well, I cheat on you, but I do all these things for you, and you know, a lot of now, you know, just like this dude, like these millennials or whatever like that. I think I'm Generation Z or whatever like that. But millennials, they're not even staying at jobs that like that. They're not taking no crap from nobody like they used to anymore. And like they were saying, in some of these relationship standards are in line with that too. Like, you know what? Ain't nobody trying to be no ride or die chick or anything like that, or be in toxic relationships.
Hop on OF and sell pictures and videos of my feet, make 20 grand or 30 grand a month, and I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anything that you your thoughts on that cat about, you know, the men are like growing.
I tend to agree with you and Levon when it doesn't seem like it's a clear person thing to me, because even just in my own experience, I see a lot of they talked about older and middle-aged men, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I see that even in like our community. I see a lot of our, you know, our Black brothers. A lot of them in their advanced age, just, you know, it's like they are just disconnected from relationships and even family relationships.
Don't want to be a player no more.
Yeah, I'm not a player. I just crush a lot.
Yeah, but I'm actually really surprised about the dating app thing where 62% are men. That surprised me.
They on there because yep. Where can I sign? So she's like, put your wheels. Somebody gonna put y'all gonna who putting their wheels on the OnlyFans? Put some wheels on it. The Patreon wheels. Make some money.
So, as women, do you guys prefer dating apps or do you prefer meeting in person? Like,
I prefer meeting in person.
Okay.
Same. I have never used the dating app, but I'm tempted sometimes. But I never have.
I have used the dating app, and I realized that person on the dating app is on 50 million, 1,100,000 other apps too. So it's not like, oh, I'm only on this app. No, because let me tell you, I was on one dating app, and my best friend was on another dating app, and I remember how she met someone, and she was like, "Hey, I met some guy, and he's going to meet me here, but y'all gonna come too." So she made it like a happy hour meetup. And when I saw him, I'm like, "Look, he like my he tried to match with me."
Oh, I thought you were trying to jump him.
No. And I'm not mad at that. But, you know,
I was like, wait, hold on now.
I'm not mad at that.
Prove it, all things popcorn.
Prove it. Well, I showed it because, you know, he had the same profile picture in the one I was using that he had the one that she was using.
Well, and that's the thing about dating apps. It opens you up to so many people at once. And
it does.
Yeah.
And I wasn't even mad at him because I'm like, you know what? I mean, he got good taste. You know what I'm
You
saying?
all
Number
get the
one.
monkeypox if you want to. No good.
I
No
was,
thanks.
but and I was like, I'm not mad at that. And I didn't feel, I mean, I felt no ways because I'm like, oh, he got good, he got good, good
Got good
taste.
what? Got good what, Pop?
He got good taste.
Oh, okay. Okay.
No, I ain't give him
I
no.
thought you was sampling the
I ain't
goods or
make
something the
luscious
way
with
you
him.
were
I
making
ain't
it
know.
sound.
I didn't even get a chance to meet him. I just saw that he wanted to match with me. He DM'd me, but I never like responded or whatever.
Yeah.
But I remember because he wore he had a Phillies cap on.
Not the Philly 2-for-1 special.
Ain't no 2 for 1. Ain't no 2 for 1.
Why is it like this? My God.
Girl, let's get together and compare notes.
That's how it be sometimes. It'd be even worse on the gay ones, so you can't.
Oh, Lord.
Right.
Next topic. We got another show to go to.
Oh, we do. All right, so this is the last one, right?
Wow.
So this is the last one. So just if you want to go ahead and we go to Levon's library, if you want to go to the library archives, you can see that we did talk about Halle Bailey being the Little Mermaid, and we talked about that, right?
Oh yeah.
Well, I looked online, and I'm not even going to bring it up. You can do your own research. You can do your own due diligence, okay? Because I did it myself, okay? But this is news you can use, so you can hear it from me, okay? I go see your own. Gotcha. So she had over 104 million views. She broke the record. That's more than Cruella. That's more than Maleficent. That's more than Aladdin.
Oh wow!
Yes, more than Aladdin. And they said it could have been. They were saying that it could have been. It could have been more views had it wasn't, the lady over there over across the pond having, expired, and it wasn't played over there because over the pond and there they were only showcasing everything that was going over there, the funeral. So it could have been more than 104 million views. It's over 104 million views already.
Wow.
It's probably more than that, yes. So yeah, they say it was only 2 countries that haven't touched yet. So we don't even know how much it's going to do, but as of now, it has already surpassed those heavy hitter live action films.
Wow.
So I am here for it, okay?
Yes.
That damn queen.
My Pop, where are we going with he go what? I was trying to be nice and be because I was thinking about 10 million things and that damn red label as talking about he got what, Pop? What he got? Yes. My child is here. Haley. Yes, my child is here. Yes. All right. So as we wrap this up, we was on here for almost an hour. Thank you for this segment of news you could use. So I just wanted to send out my condolences and everything like that as a community here in Philly, and as a community, and as a sister, and a fan of Raheem Allen, PNB Rock, and he rest in peace. I really do hope that he find justice, and I just send out love and healing to their family, because I know what they're going through. I know that they're hurting right now. All right. Second, I want to say shout out to Halle Bailey, because I will be going to the Little Mermaid. I might even have faux red locks that day.
Yes. Take a picture.
Okay, I might be going in there like knees and hips and body.
Body.
Wait, what did he say? What did he say? What is a body?
What's going on?
Yeah, I highlighted your ass because you like body.
We heard you.
And
it was so funny because I was just watching a clip from the Jennifer Hudson show, and she was showing up. Sherry? Was it Sherry or Jennifer? I don't know. It was playing a promo, and she was coming up into the studio, and they were playing that song.
Okay, it had to be J Hud because I don't think Sherry have any hips.
No, Candy was a guest. No, it was Sherry.
Sherry, okay.
Yeah, Candy was a guest panelist, or not a guest panelist. She was a guest host, not a guest host, but she was a guest on her show yesterday.
All right, so Chantel Naja Girl's answer: are you following the Tin Norman case? I am not following that. I think I should. I think I should, but I don't know. I still have time because I'll watch it on my Crime and Law Network or Court TV. I'll follow up on that. That's the good thing of YouTube. You can do that.
Exactly.
So, all right. And about the lonely men out there, even though they are healthier when they are paired up. So make sure y'all get your partner. Mm-hmm. And these men out here, ladies, continue to self-love, be highly educated, and love on yourself. And then when that right person comes, you are ready and prepared. And you fellas, y'all gotta learn how to, you know, we gotta do better too, teaching our little brothers, our sons, you know, how to be better communicators too, because I think a lot of that ball went wayside there. You know, they're told not to cry. They're told that, you know what I mean, if you don't cry, you don't show no feelings. So they hold back, and then when they do, you know, people say disparaging things, so they don't communicate how they feel a little bit. And sometimes they don't know what they want. So I'm sure a lot of it comes from trauma, and I think that's across the board, whether it's you know, melanated or not. You know, I think don't do my cousin like that. Pop, which one? Oh, Sherry. Oh yeah, I mean she
ain't got no hips.
She ain't got no hips. She got a nice smile though. One thing I can say, she got a nice smile when she talks though. She has a little hips. Okay, she got a little something. She got a little something.
She got little hips.
She do. I mean,
she does.
Yeah.
So and that was it. So anybody got any final thoughts on what we talked about tonight? All right. So don't all right talk at once. Oh, go ahead to the library.
No, I think that was it.
Okay. All right, good. So I'll see y'all next week. We're going to talk about some more news you can use, some more news that you probably cannot use. Are you watching the Sherri Shepherd Show and J Hud? And if you are watching, let me see. I mean, what are your thoughts about it, y'all? So I haven't watched it. And I'm going to tell you, not because I'm not a big fan of them, because I want all the sisters to win. I've really stopped watching daytime talk shows anyway. I only like the highlights.
Levon.
Oh.
I mean, I'm waiting for Wendy's podcast.
Yeah. You know what?
I will. I'm
just thinking like somebody I don't know who I heard it from. It doesn't even matter. I'm gonna watch. I am gonna watch the replay like I did with Wendy Williams. I never I stopped watching Wendy Williams in real time like years ago. Before the panoramic, I stopped watching her real time. I just always watched her online. Look, he looked distressed over there.
I mean, maybe I'll give it a chance for Norman and Suzanne, but
wait a minute, they are the data executive producers.
That's what I heard. I heard that the whole cast is gonna be back. Norman and Suzanne was gonna be back, so maybe I'll give it a chance for them. But I mean, we'll see. I'll give it a chance. I heard Norman and Suzanne is back, so they're back, right?
Yeah,
that's what I heard.
I like Norman.
That's why the good sis had to lose weight. She had early health issues in our family, so she had to lose the weight. Okay, good for her. Shoot, you know what I mean? Because that can be a struggle. People talk about you know, sugar have the same mental effect as and chemical effect in the brain as cocaine.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Damn.
That's why. So don't sit up there and talk about somebody that's an addict, like that's on that you know what I mean, that's like a, you know, coke addict or whatever like that. And you sit up there and talk about and caffeine. Oh, I can't do without my coffee. Well, they can't do without that crack.
You got some of that
Joe Rogan?
Oh Lord.
All right, until next time, you guys, I just want to thank y'all for for coming out, and I'm gonna just go ahead and so you know what? Where can they find you? And I'm gonna go ahead with Lavon's. Go ahead. Where can they find you?
You can find me on YouTube, Amazon, Barnes and Nobles, Google Play, Walmart, Spotify, pretty much any streaming service you like.
I know that's right.
Get your life.
Red Label.
You boo, where you at?
Oh well.
It's Cat. You guys can find me at.
What happened?
You guys can find me at Creatively Cat. I took a bit of a hiatus because I started a new career and it's really drained me, but hopefully I can start, learning how to find some balance with it and start creating some things again. So yeah, I'll be updating soon.
Yay.
Oh, hey, everybody. Oh, hey. You all can find me over at Red Labels Confessions and Reactions, where we are avoiding the mess. And please be sure to follow All Things Popcorns, All Things Creatively Cat, and the Lavon's Library if you want the tea and the info of what's going on in the YouTube streets in the realm of the YouTube news and celebrity news and gossip. Yeah, go support them. Yay.
All right, you guys, I just want to say thank you for coming out tonight and to supporting me. I think you make sure that you hit the like and subscribe button, and make sure you share, if you will. Okay, I know I've been saying this for like a week or so. I'm going to do episode 2 of Lovecraft Country, so make sure you join me. I am going to commit tomorrow at 10:30. Okay, 10:30, 9:30 Eastern Central Time. Okay, tomorrow. Make sure you watch it. Make sure you come over here and converse with me because we love Lovecraft Country. We love Jonathan Majors and his chesticles, okay? We all want to be that shirt that he wears, okay? I want to be the shirt, okay? But we know we want to. Oh, and shout out to, it's going to be another. What is that damn noise?
What is it?
I don't know. I don't know. But again, you guys, thank you for this episode of News You Can Use. If you have any, you know what, make sure you just go in the comment section. If it's something that you want us to discuss and that you want to partake of, hey, just give me some ideas. And if you like this live and you disagree with me, say, hey, Pop, I ain't like that shit. No. Tell me in the comment section, but be respectful. And I want y'all to love on each other, be kind for one another. Make sure you take care of yourself. Until next time, put the back ones in the chat. Put the back ones in the chat.